That would never happen in Spain. That would never, because people would like suspect you. Like if you try to take care of a baby, they would suspect that you're gonna do something like harmful for the baby. 안녕하세요. 저는 스페인에서 온 파울라입니다. 반갑습니다. Hola a todos. Soy Paula. Un placer. Oh, so many. There was one customer that made me really angry one time. On the boarding gate, gates are like next to each other, right? I was doing one flight. My coworkers were right next to me in another flight, which was delayed. And suddenly one customer approached me. Why is the flight so delayed? So I was just explaining to him. He insulted me. He said like bad words to me. This kind of situations always keep happening. You always find people that is gonna be rude towards you. I try not to overthink it. Babies? They're good. That's gonna be more uncomfortable for passengers. For us, it's just like one more passenger. You have to think about baby's food. We try to make comfortable for everybody. There's a baby, we try not to put people near the babies.
I'm gonna show you a picture that went really viral. Do you have any expectations?
I'm scared. I guess the baby has to go to the toilet? Or the mom has to go to the toilet with the baby? Or the baby is crying? I don't know. I will need to know the situation.
This situation doesn't like usually happen in foreign countries. People like took a picture of it, uploaded it on the internet, and went really viral.
Basically, the mom was worried. Baby might cry, so she was worried about the other customers. So she made like a bag with candies. That's so sweet. That doesn't happen usually. It's really sweet that she thinks about other customers. She didn't want to bother anybody, make someone uncomfortable during the flight. But I also think about the mom's perspective. I'm a customer too. I also fly. I'm not only working, but I also fly. So if I see a baby, I'm not gonna get angry just because it's crying, because it's a baby. You cannot control it. The mom might be like under a lot of stress too. If you get angry at them, it's just gonna make things more hard for them. I feel like it's sweet. Who doesn't like candy? That's a lot. That's a lot. It's really sweet. She might be a really good person. Like, imagine on how much money and effort she spent on doing that. Writing the notes, buying candy for everybody, and like giving it to everybody. That's really sweet. And
Like babies.
yes, of course. I love babies.
Even they're crying.
But they're babies. They cry. We all were babies and we all cry. So I don't think it's a mandatory thing. I just feel like it came out of her like as a good act, so people wouldn't feel like that pissed off of the situation. It's not being too considerate. Natural behavior, I feel. Chunu's mom should receive an award for kindness. I agree. Like, this is not something that normally happens, right? Maybe not an award, but an act back. Oh, you've been so kind to me. I would love to pay back, like, you know. I know how stressful it could be to raise a firstborn child, so I understand babies crying during a flight. You have to be understanding. It's a baby and it's already hard enough to raise a newborn child. I'm not a mom myself. I don't have any child, but I can understand the situation. This is an Asian thing. I am a Korean American who couldn't speak Korean at all.
I was living in Korea when I had my first child. One time I went out to lunch as my child started crying. And this old lady came up to me and said she would take care of my baby while I finished my meal. As an American, it wasn't comfortable for a stranger to look after my baby. But I was able to finish my food and I was very thankful for that.
That would never happen in Spain. That would never, because people would like suspect you. Like if you try to take care of a baby, they would suspect that you're gonna do something like harmful for the baby. Who knows? Maybe kidnap the baby. That could never happen, mostly because of security things. We're not able to trust stranger. But I feel like it's a really nice thing to do. I kind of agree with that. I have seen that you guys are allowed to punish or say something to someone. For example, like a child does something in the street and it's not polite or it's rude. You are allowed to approach the kid and say, don't do that. Because in Spain, that would never happen. For us, it's like, it's a stranger. Their own family had to fix it. Why do I have to fix someone's behavior if they're not related with me? It depends on the relationship that you have with your neighbors. For example, if you're close with your neighbors, you can leave your kid with them. If you don't know them at all, I would never leave my kid with my neighbors.
So it's not like a normal thing in Spain, right?
It wouldn't.
It only depends on like the relationship.
Exactly, it depends on the relationship that they have. Like if they have a friendship, if they've known each other for a while, and they trust that person to leave the child with. Leaving our child with a stranger means like feeling insecure, like you don't know how that person is gonna treat your child. Like they could do something bad to them, right? So you cannot trust them.
So when you think of like Korean moms, do you think their characteristic is like?
For what I've seen, so careful and like raise them really in a really beautiful way, being loving and giving a lot of love to the child, and you can see that they're devoted for their child. they put all of their loves and like they would die for them. For example, I've seen like Spanish people raise child. Maybe we're too harsh, but we do yell a lot to the kids. It's like our way, it's like our Spanish way. Koreans, when raising the child, are more like careful, sweet. Like if the kid does something, we usually like explain it carefully. Don't do this, let's do that, let's not eat candy, let's eat fruits instead. This kind of teaching softly, I like that. It's pretty different from Spain. We would be like, don't eat the candy. Like. 오늘은 제가 비행기에서 놀란 한국 엄마들이 행동 얘기했습니다. 영상이 좋았다면 좋아요, 구독 눌러주세요. 다음에 봐요.